Hello to you, my cosmic dragon friends. We are back with another love and romance reading. We have 4 lovely crystals that I bought from Lavender Moon. And no, they're not sponsoring this video, but you would think it. I'm even wearing a pair of jeans from that shop today. Anyway, I'm just a walking advert that doesn't get paid. Always nice to support a local business. So, down to business. Today we are looking at your person's thoughts and feelings for you. Today we have 4 piles to choose from. This is pile 1 and this is lemon calcite. And again, it looks like an ice lolly. I'm always going on about how calcite looks like an ice lolly to me. Do not eat it, it will break your teeth. Right, pile 2, we have honey calcite. Isn't that sweet? Isn't that lovely? Again, don't eat it. Might be a tempting sounding name, but this is not food. This is a crystal. Pile 3, we have rose calcite, which is absolutely lovely. Loving this piece. Very interesting looking crystal. And pile 4, we have pistachio calcite. Daintache pistache. It's a little joke if you know French. That could be a connection for somebody as well, because that came through quite strongly and I had to say that for some reason. Yeah, there we go. So take a moment, pick your pile. You can choose more than one, see which one you feel drawn to, or you might be drawn to a couple of them, or you might just want to listen to all of them, just if you're looking for some insights and messages, or you might have more than one person that you want to ask about, which is fine too. Timestamps are in the description below. I'll see you in your reading. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. So you picked the lemon calcite, which is interesting. Lovely yellow, sunny colour. Resonates very strongly with the solar plexus chakra. So this could be to do with self-worth right now. This could be maybe you have quite a sunny personality, I want to say as well. Sunny and sweet, but also there's some bitterness there with the lemon as well. So maybe you hide your sadness. So that could be something that resonates for somebody. So let's pop our crystal over here. Let's have a look at our oracle card. Happy, happy. Yes, I was saying about sunny and sweet. And look at this gorgeous little girl here. I say little girl, she's a woman, with her stars. Beautiful soul sat on her egg, 26/8. So, wow. I feel like you are somebody that brings a lot of joy to your person. Yeah, but I feel there's an underlying sadness here as well. That could be in you. It could be that you're waiting to hear from them at the moment. But certainly, how does your person think and feel about you at the moment? You make them incredibly happy. You show them that there is another way to do things. You have this etheric quality to you. You've almost got like fairy wings, etheric wings here, and this direct line to spirit, this direct line to higher wisdom. You're a spiritual teacher to your person. They see you as this beautiful divine being. That's absolutely gorgeous. And you definitely bring a lot of joy and colour and interest and perhaps unusual subjects into their life as well. And I'm getting a dragon energy coming in here as well, so that could be a connection for somebody too. There's definitely dragon energy on this card. Yes, and you are somebody that gives birth to new ideas. You're somebody that inspires them to do better, be better. Gorgeous. This person really likes you. You inspire them for sure. You might be their muse. So let's just pop this card here. And let's get some messages. So the tarot deck I'm using today is a brand new one called the Crystal Magic Tarot. I have not used it before, but I have cleansed it. This was a gift from one of my lovely subscribers on this channel, from Ginger. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. It was really kind. I do have an Amazon wish list that people can get things for me if they want to. It's never expected, but it is there because I have been asked for it in the past. So that's details are in the description below. Or you might just want to have a look and see what I want and see if it's something you want for yourself. Take it as recommendations. Right, there's a lot of cards on there, I'll tell you now. Okay, give them a knock. All right, how does pile 1's person think and feel about them today? What's going on? Just seen 444 on the clock, so that's a very earthly energy. It's very real world stuff. So the Magician, the Emperor, the Hanged Man, and the Five of Cups. Feels like they're holding their emotions in. You make them really happy, but for some reason it could be that maybe they're not really talking about it. Maybe they're not letting on. Maybe they're not being honest about their feelings for you. There's a sense of being stuck here as well with the Hanged Man. So we've got the Nine of Cups, Eight of Wands, and the Ten of Wands. Wow. This deck is really beautiful. Look at those gorgeous images. I haven't had to use any sensor shells yet, so that's a bonus. If you're new to the channel, I have a collection of shells that I use to cover up anything that could be construed as nudity that the YouTube algorithm or AI might not like. So some people use crystals, or they colour things in with Sharpie or put stickers on their cards. I use shells, and one of my lovely subscribers, Elliot, called them sensor shells. So that's what they are now called. So aquamarine. There's a lot of love and affection here from this person. It's like they want to rush forwards, but something's stopping them. You really are their perfect person. You really are their soulmate, and they see it and they know it, and they want to be there for you. But I feel like there could be something stopping them from doing that at the moment. There could be some difficult feelings holding them back, some exhaustion holding them back. So maybe they're very busy at work, maybe they have a lot on, maybe it's a difficult situation, it could be a third-party situation. And there's no judgment here, of course, but it does feel like they're kind of hanging from a thread right now. Oh yes, they're exhausted, hanging from a thread, literally. Ten of Wands, exhaustion. Everything's too much, and it's possible that they can't see the good right now. They know how amazing you are, but they could be feeling a bit unworthy, not seeing how this can move forwards. They could be feeling like you're too amazing, too mystical for them, that someone like you could never love them. Not truly. Even if you've told them that you do, there's part of them that has this self-doubt. And again, it's solar plexus stuff, solar plexus chakra stuff. I feel they could use some support for their solar plexus chakra at the moment. So yeah, if you are on good terms or on speaking terms with this person, maybe gift them something yellow, a nice yellow crystal to give them a bit of a boost. My eyes are falling on my lemon quartz here. I've got two crystals dubbed lemon here, so lemon calcite and lemon quartz both sat there, so that's rather lovely. So there's definitely a lemon theme, so maybe make them a lemon tea or something, I don't know. Lemon theme. Maybe they like something lemon flavoured. Maybe that's a theme in your maybe there's something to do with that in your relationship, that they really like something lemon flavoured. Yeah. Wow. I think you really inspire this person. I think when they met you, they felt like their life changed, shifted. They felt like with you by their side, they're 10 feet tall and they could achieve anything. Wow. You brought so much love, inspiration. You showed them a higher way of being. You brought in this happy, joyful energy that I think was missing from their life for a long time. But it feels, despite that, they're holding back. It feels like they're holding back on you on some level. And it's going to be different for everyone, remember, because it's a group reading. So take the messages that make sense, leave the ones that don't. And if none of this is resonating, it might not be your pile. You might need to try another one or even another reading. So do remember that. But the Eight of Wands, there's this desire to rush forwards. There's this desire to grab you and kiss you. It's powerful. But they also want to be seen to be doing the right thing. They don't want to be seen to be breaking the rules, be breaking social convention. Yeah, but I feel like they've been carrying too much for too long. They've been helping too many other people for too long. They've been doing too much, maybe in their work, maybe for their family. Maybe they're in a karmic relationship right now, so maybe they're with somebody else, but it's a heavy burden that they're carrying because the relationship's basically over, but they're still doing everything for everyone. It's going to be different for everyone, but there's a lot of emotion here. And their wisdom's telling them to go towards you. The wisdom is telling them to do it, but they feel like they can't. They feel like they're stuck. But they also feel like they doubt the long-term potential here. They doubt the long-term potential. They know that theoretically you're a great match, but they doubt themselves so much that I feel like they can't see it at the moment. They can't see the future with you at the moment. They're too busy feeling sorry for themselves and lacking their confidence and being exhausted, which is really sad. Really, really sad. I feel they're holding themselves back from their blessings. That's what I want to say here. They're holding themselves back from their blessings, but it's causing this this internal back and forth. This internal back and forth, which is starting to really get to them. And I think over time, it's going to force them to wake up and make a decision, because they know they can't go on like this. You know, they feel stuck. They're in limbo right now, and they know that something has to change, and they asked for something to change. That's why you were brought into their life. You were brought in to bring change, to be that catalyst for them, to be that soulmate, to bring them, to lift them up to higher levels of spirituality, high levels of achievement, high levels of fulfillment in their life. But it's like they're too afraid to reach out and take it. There's a lot of sadness, a lot of holding themselves back here. I'm going to get some messages directly from your person here and get some insight. Okay. You are my rock, my lover, my best friend. So they really appreciate you, whatever status this is at. You know, you may be in a relationship, you may be married to this person, you may be in separation, maybe nothing's ever got off the ground. But oh, they adore you. You are everything to them. Every day with you is another adventure. Yes, you light them up. You inspire them. You spice my life. Yes, you spice up my life. You are the secret sauce that was missing. When they met you, they found what was missing from their life, and they'd been yearning for it for so long, but they're just too afraid to reach out and take it, and it's really sad. But I feel there is a friendship here. For many of you, you are friends. Maybe you're colleagues, maybe you work together, but they feel like you're somebody they can rely on. Yeah. And they can see how a relationship with you would be incredible if they're not already in one. Or maybe they are, but they're pulling back, doubting themselves. There's so much self-doubt here. It's very sad. Let's get some messages from your person. I admire you from a distance. Yeah, so it could be that they've never made a move towards you, but they really want to. You broke me. Yes, but I think you broke them open. So, yeah, there could have been some hurt. This could be a situation where they feel like they got hurt by you, but I think it's more that you broke them open. You woke them up to something that they didn't want to look at, didn't want to acknowledge in themselves. I admire you from a distance. Yeah, so they could be a bit avoidant. You know, you could be in separation at the moment. You know, you could have split up. Or they may just have never found the balls to ask you out, shall we say. It doesn't have to be a man, obviously, but the courage was lacking, and not because they didn't want to, but I think they're just too exhausted, too beaten down with everything to do anything about it, and it's very sad. Okay. I want to be your lover. Oh, wow. So they do want this. They do want this with you. There's definitely a physical attraction with that card as well, comes out. They want a new beginning. They want to leave some things behind to be with you. Okay. It's like you changed their whole outlook. I'm still dealing with some stuff. Yeah, they've got some things to handle, some things to sort out first. Please wait for me. Oh, so it could be a little bit of delay here, but they are still saying, look, I may not be doing anything, but I want to, please. So the higher self is saying, please wait, or please leave a window open for me. And that doesn't mean you shouldn't move on. You know, this is your life. You make your decisions. If you decide it's time to move on and you don't want to wait for this person any longer, or, you know, if you split up and you're ready to move on to something else, they may just be, their higher self, I would say, is asking you to just leave a window open, because there's a potential for the future there. I feel like this is kind of like an I'll be back. I'll be back. You fascinate me. Yes, you are definitely a muse to this person. You've shown them a new way. You've shown them the light, I want to say. They definitely want to come towards you, one way or another. Wow. Let's get a couple more of these. There's a lot here. A lot of hidden emotion, a lot they haven't told you. I've been in love with you for a while. Yeah, I think they've been hiding it. I don't know what to do. Yes. I mean, that's basically what we've been saying. There's a lot of uncertainty here in this person's mind, but their heart's quite clear on what they want. It's just their mind doesn't really know how to go about it, because it seems like there's a lot for them to deal with, a lot of complications. So it's not the most straightforward of situations. There could be family involved, there could be children involved, there could be career, work involved. You know, you could be from different cultures. I feel there's a real fear of disapproval with this person. They always try to do the quote unquote right thing. They want to be seen to do the right thing. That's very important to them, but because of that, they hold themselves back. And that could be a trait that is mirrored in you as well, being a soulmate of theirs. Definitely strong soulmate energy, soulmate twin flame, you know, whatever you wish to call it, or whatever name you resonate with. There's a strong soul connection here, and you have shaken this person's life up. You've shaken it right up. It's like you grabbed it and you shook it up like a snow globe, and now they don't know up from down. Because all of a sudden, all bets are off. The rules are different. You've changed their outlook on the world. You've changed how they look at things, how they understand things. You've taken them to higher levels of knowledge, spiritual knowledge, emotional knowledge, knowledge of themselves. And it's going to take a while for them to digest that, and that's okay. All right, so let's get some more cards. So I've got this deck, which is kind of more of a shadow deck. Some of these messages are less positive, but that's okay, because we've got to look at the dark and the light. So I can't let go of you. Yeah, they definitely can't let go. I have to let you go to find myself. I have to let you go to find... Yeah. But I can't. But I have to. But I can't. But I have to. But I can't. But I have to. But I can't. So there's this real, like I was saying, push-pull. Oh, I need to let go of you. Oh, but I can't let go of you. But I need to let... So there's a push-pull energy here. Yeah. They're trying to work some things out right now. So let's bring in a couple more cards. Mistakes. Misunderstood. Victim. Lost soul. Beauty, charming, graceful, kind-hearted, and hoping. Oh, yeah. It feels like they know they've messed up with you. Maybe they missed a really important chance. Maybe they've missed a number of chances to actually step forward, to ask you out, to do the right thing, to kiss you, to make the next move. And they know that they kind of blew their chance a few times. But they can't let go of this. Or maybe it's somebody else that they have to let go of to find themselves. But I think they know they messed up. Or maybe that's what they told you. Maybe they were like, oh no, I can't be with you right now. Or they decided, oh no, I need to work on myself. Can't be with you at the moment. But they know they messed up there, because they're still hoping that this can happen. And with the beauty card, charming, graceful, kind-hearted, that's how they think of you. This wonderful, charming, graceful, kind, empathic person that helps them to understand a different side of things. And it doesn't have to be, you know, a woman. You don't have to be a woman just because there's a woman on the card. I think you help to inspire them to see the beauty in things, to understand people on a deeper level. I think you are that spiritual guide, spiritual teacher to them. And I think they're still hoping that something will happen with you, even though they know they've messed up in a big way. And they didn't move forwards when they should have done. But manifesting, going back to our first card here, which was the Magician, they manifested you. And on some level, they know that something is fated to happen, I would say. I'd say there's an element of fate here, which is why they can't walk away, because they know that the spiritual bond, the soul bond between you is too strong for that. Even if it's not now, I feel like it kind of has to happen at some point. Obviously has to happen. We can't really say that because people have free will, but it needs to happen. That's what I want to say. Yeah. Oh. It's kind of a sad one, this. But there's also hopeful. Hope is still there. Despite mistakes that might have been made, hope is still there. The love, the affection, the connection is still very strongly there. This person hasn't given up yet. They haven't given up, even if it looks like they have on the outside. So we are going to get some charms and some letter tiles to get some extra confirmation and some extra messages. And what's the other thing we're going to do? Some astrology dice as well to get some signs for you as well. Let me pop these away. Get those cards for you. I think that something's going to move soon, because as I was sweeping these cards up with my hand, the Hanged Man spun around and I was about to put it away like that. So the Hanged Man reversed is obviously where things start moving again. So I think things are going to start moving possibly sooner than you expect them to. So that's positive. So let's start out with some astrology dice. See what we got. So I'm holding this little Hello Kitty container that one of my Hello Kitty blind box toys came in. You might have seen that reading. Okay, that could be a nudge actually for you to go and look at that reading as well. So I'll link to that one above. So I just paused then to write a note for editor Helen to link to that one. Okay, so zodiac signs, we have Gemini again, we have Scorpio, and we have Capricorn. So with two Geminis, you might both be Geminis, or you might both just be the same sign. So I'm going to put one of the Geminis back and I'm going to recast this one, Aquarius. So we've got those energies. So those could be one of your big three, one of their big three, or some signs just influencing this whole situation, this relationship, or the synastry of your relationship. So let's get our letter tiles out. Okay, so we'll get some words. These could be words, names, officials. Interesting. I meant to say initials, but the word officials came out, so that must be relevant. Could be place names, could be words that are meaningful, that have a connection between you and your person. So H, X, L, N, I, Y, oops, S, O, E, O, T, S, another E, A, Q, I, G, Z. I'm going to get a couple more, make it tidy. There we go. P and I. Look at the eyes on the corners. Isn't that interesting? How they've come up. All right. So Tyson comes through. I get the RNLI, which is the Royal National Lifeboats Institute. Well, yeah. Which is a charity here in the UK. Okay, interesting. Soleo. Not the ice cream Solero, but Soleo. Is that a name? I don't know, that just came through. Okay. Yahtzee? Isn't that a dice game? How interesting. Excel. Somebody could work with spreadsheets. API. Okay, somebody could work with like apps and computers and spreadsheets here. Interesting. Okay. Somebody could live by the sea. Get the word ginger or the name Ginger. Hello, Ginger. Pi. Maybe someone works with mathematics, or maybe there's a Greek connection here. Interesting. It's taking me to kind of like some foreign names and words here as well that I don't really know, but I'm hearing my guides say them. So, Xena, somebody could be called Papi, is that like grandfather or something? Spanish Papi, father. Someone could work on a boat, be in the Navy. There's some strong nautical themes coming through with this one, aren't there? That's interesting. Okay, I'll leave you to find any more that you jump out at you. So let's get some charms. Oh wow, that's a lot of charms. Okay, there's a lot to say here. Clearly this person has a lot to say. I feel like they've kept a lot bottled up. Oh, look, you can actually make my name look Helen. Wow. They've kept a lot bottled up because that was a lot of charms that just came out there. So we've got Taurus, letter X. So they could be about to leave someone. This could be your ex, or this could be somebody that's about to leave somebody. Yeah, maybe their ex is getting in the way. So we've got this adorable little cat on a branch on the full moon here. That's adorable. So you might have a cat, or you might enjoy that kind of imagery. There could be a connection to the full moon. We have a fairy sat on a star. So you, sorry about the pen on my finger. It's not a cut, it's just some purple pen. There could be a connection to astrology, to the fairy realms, because we're getting kind of like planets and stars and things coming out here. So definitely a bit magical. We have this lovely shell. I love this one. Gorgeous little shell. I'm a bit of a mermaid myself, so mermaid connection to the beach, to the sea, of course. We have this lovely owl, so wisdom, knowledge, studying. Maybe there's a connection to those themes here. Also connection to Minerva, the goddess Minerva, also known as Athena, goddess of wisdom and war. A little broken heart, so one of you could be heartbroken. Maybe they're heartbroken about this situation, but they haven't let on. Because look, here's Cupid's arrow. Very often when I get Cupid's arrow, it comes out with an actual heart, but it's come out with a broken heart today. So there's a lot of sadness here. Little bow. Oh, what a cute bow. I think they probably like nice aesthetics. This is somebody who likes things to look nice, to look pretty. I think they think you're very attractive. I was going to say pretty then, but obviously you might not be a woman. So, you know, little handbag. There's these cute little accessories. Maybe they've bought you accessories, or maybe there's a connection between you and accessories and them. We have a little key. So I feel like you have the key to their heart. We've got a tiny elephant, so it could be a connection to India, I want to say, or to elephants specifically. But it does feel like there are obstacles to overcome, and that's what elephants are best at. So, yeah. You could also reach out to the god Ganesh, the Hindu god Ganesh, who is the great remover of obstacles. So you might have actually reached out to him already, or invoked him, asked for his help. So we have a tree, so there's definitely a kind of a witchy nature theme coming in here, or maybe one of you works in forestry or lives near a forest. We have a running pony. This almost says the New Forest to me, but that's where I live. So maybe there's a connection with those for you as well. We have the CND, Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament, but it's a heart. So this is somebody who believes in things. You know, they genuinely want to do the right thing in the world. They want what's best for people. They want to do the right thing. They're a good person. We have a unicorn, so I think they see you as a bit of a unicorn. Maybe they see you a bit like an X-Man, but like, you know, you're a bit unique and special and wonderful and have these incredible abilities to do things or see things, or maybe you're very psychic, or, you know, maybe they're aware of that and they just see you like this amazing unicorn. So with the lucky coin here, I feel like they're probably very good with money. Could also be a money or work connection between you. We have the gecko, which brings in the South American influence. Also a bit shamanistic as well. We have a dragon. I said there was dragon energy, didn't I? I picked that up at the beginning. So we've got a dragon energy. So it could be a connection to Wales or just the dragons in general. And then we have this sweet little leaf. And with this, I feel like the green shoots are there, like they're ready for a new start, or they will be ready for a new start soon. Like they'll want to move forwards and have a new start with you soon. So I hope that was helpful, Pile 1. I hope some of that resonated. You may also feel drawn to watch another pile or another reading. Please do feel free, of course. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Take very, very good care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next reading. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. You picked the Honey Calcite, this gorgeous warm orangey colour which resonates with the solar plexus. No, it doesn't. With the sacral chakra. Solar plexus was the last one, but there could be a connection to Pile 1 in that case, because I never say things by accident. It's my my spirit guides putting words in my mouth. So connection to pile 1 potentially. If that one resonates, you might want to watch that one as well. Maybe that's where you've just come from. So the honey, calcite, sacral chakra, knowing your place in the world, knowing who you truly are, self-worth. Yeah, very interesting themes, very fundamental themes about knowing yourself. Know thyself. I feel this person feels like they know you, or maybe you know them very strongly. For some reason, this is reminding me of a cola cube as well. You know, those sweets, the candy that we have. So that could be a connection for somebody. So let's have a look at your oracle card. Between Worlds on number 3. And with the honey calcite, I wanted to say as well, they feel like you're the sweetest thing. You're really sweet. There's a connection to bees there as well for somebody on some level. Between Worlds on 3. Wow, look at you. You are this flamingo. I feel like there's a big difference between you and this person. Maybe you are literally from different worlds, but you can grow something better together. It's almost like maybe it's an opposites attract kind of situation, where you're very different to one another. But because of that, you have the opportunity to build and grow and become something bigger than the whole. So, yeah, maybe power couple vibes here for some people, but you will bring success to each other because you do come from different worlds. So maybe you're literally from different countries, different continents, different religions. There's definitely some parallels with Par 1 coming through here quite strongly as well, but you are very different to this person. You're bringing them the possibility for success, I think, as well. So maybe there's a work connection here or business connection with you. But also I think you're somebody that is very connected to the spirit world. And I think they know that, almost like you bridge those two worlds, or you bridge two different worlds in some way, shape or form. Maybe two cultures, two languages, yeah, two ways of being, two ways of living. So very interesting here. Okay, let's bring in some cards. The tarot deck I'm using for all the piles today is the Crystal Magic Tarot, which was a gift from one of my lovely subscribers. Thank you, Ginger. So let's take a look. We have the 8 of Swords, okay, and Sunstone. Interesting, because Sunstone is kind of... I've got some Sunstone on my desk somewhere here, if I can remember which one it is. I think it's this one. Is it that one? It might be. I forget. I think I had some in my advent calendar this year, my crystal advent calendar, because, yeah, that's a thing that I had, obviously. Interesting with the colour. 3 of Coins. There's that work connection I was talking about. 7 of Swords. 5 of Swords. King of Wands. Magician. And the 8 of Cups. Now, the Magician came out in Par 1, so that's interesting. So a little parallel there. Wow. There's a strong ancient soul connection. This is definitely a karmic connection, this one. There's a past life connection is what I want to say. But this is tricky. There's a lot of fighting here. So I don't know if you've actually been fighting or arguing with this person, because there's a lot of combat coming through here. But there's also a desire, I think, to work on the relationship, to make things better, to learn to understand one another better. Or maybe you've had to fight for this relationship, or had to fight with other people, or maybe there was a lot of opposition to this relationship, because that's what I'm getting. Maybe this person struggles with a lot of opposition to the connection. Maybe it's because you work together, or you're in business together or something. And they have had to hold themselves back. With the 8 of Swords is where we hold ourselves back from that which is good for us. So in many ways, I think they've held themselves back from their good, but it was because they had a fight on their hands. I want to bring in Taurus here as well with the King of Wands, with this gorgeous bull here. But the Larimar, it's a very, very magical crystal. It's an Atlantean crystal, Larimar. So I want to bring in a connection to Atlantis, to past lives potentially in Atlantis for you or them, or both of you. But 8 of Cups is about mastery. That's interesting. It's usually Eight of Pentacles that's about mastery, but I got the word mastery for this card for some reason. Eight of Cups is normally about walking away from something, but it's like they want to achieve with you. They want to go places with you. They want to find that emotional balance with you. There's something that needs to be left behind for sure. But this isn't a regular Eight of Cups. This is about finding balance. But potentially leaving, maybe they have to leave something behind to be with you. Maybe they had to leave a marriage to be with you, or they do need to leave a marriage to be with you, or a relationship or a country. Because again, you are this, you represent this huge dimensional shift for them, this huge paradigm shift. Yeah, it's almost like you're an albatross that showed up on their boat, and they say the albatross is like a bad omen, but I think that's unfair. The albatross just shows up to let you know that the energy's shifting. And in many ways, I think you show up in people's lives when they're about to go through a massive shift. And that's not that you're causing anything negative. If anything, you're there to help them through the shift. You're there to help them to move spiritually forwards. That's one of your roles in this lifetime. You are a leader in many ways, but there's a lot of battles here, a lot of fights, a lot of fighting, maybe a difficult divorce, maybe difficult endings. Maybe it's been a bit on and off with this person. Maybe you're actually split up at the moment. I mean, with the Eight of Cups, say maybe you have ended the relationship. Maybe you've been fighting a lot, but there is this difficult, stuck energy here. It's difficult, but I feel like they want to move forwards. I feel like they want to move forward. So if you're not together, I feel like there's a desire to be together again. Or if you're not together yet, there is a desire to do that. They're just trying to work out how to do that. I feel there's possibly other people meddling here, or other people causing problems for you. There's a theme of theft here as well, with the Seven of Swords, and needing to protect yourself from thieves. With the Hamza here as well, I mean, that could be relevant to you. That could be a symbol that you use or that you work with, or maybe a symbol that you're drawn to at the moment, or perhaps that's a little nudge for you to get yourself a hand of Hamza, like a little necklace or a bracelet or a trinket or something with that protection symbol on, or maybe a symbol of the evil eye to protect you from other people's negativity, because it feels like there are other people in this situation who are causing problems, either directly or indirectly. You know, they might just be sending you bad energy, bad juju, or being jealous, and that's causing problems. So there is a need for purity, for purification on an energetic level here. I feel there's a need to change something. Because despite all this person is very passionate. And maybe that's why you've been arguing, because you're both very passionate people. But mastery is needed. Maybe this is a situation where you've been in couples counselling, or maybe you need to go into couples counselling. That could be a message there as well. Okay, let's get some messages from your person. See how they're thinking about you today, feeling about you. I'm just going to shuffle in the past ones that I picked for pile one, make sure they're not on top. Okay. All right. Oops. Okay, that one wants to come out. You're my everything. Aww. I love looking into your eyes, so eye contact could be a powerful connection here. If I know what love is, it's because of you. Aww. You've brought a lot to this person. You mean an awful lot to them. And they do love looking into your eyes. So that they say the eye is the window to the soul. So maybe you have like some really intense eye contact or something, or you have had in the past. Beautiful. Okay, let's get some messages from your person, from their higher self, what they would like to say to you, what they would say to you if they could. Okay. Right. I like you as a friend, so that's nice. There's a friendship there. That's always a good start. You are what I've been looking for. I want to kiss you. Okay, so the passion's definitely there. I can't take my eyes off you. What were we just saying about the eye contact? Okay. I love you. Gorgeous. Why did we break up? Yeah, if you have split up, they're asking why. Why on earth? Or why didn't I come towards you when I should have done? Why isn't this happening, right? Why is this going wrong right now? Okay. And I choose you. So ultimately, I feel like this person wants to choose you. They want to overcome any difficulties, any battles, any problems here. If you have split up, I feel there is a desire to get back together again. Definitely an interesting message here. Feels like a lot of external forces causing problems, but also this person has held themselves back in ways. You might say that they're their own worst enemy, or they might have said that about you. But certainly there's been a lot of personal restriction. But it could have been because there were obstacles, because there were genuine problems, you know, other people to take into account. It just wasn't possible to move forwards and do what they wanted to do. So, but there's a lot of affection here, a lot of emotion, a lot of love. So there's definitely a strong potential for the future here. I think they would like that, even if you wouldn't. And, you know, obviously it's up to you. I'm never going to tell you what to do with your life, because you know your life and I don't. And it's none of my business. Your choices are yours. And you should always make your decisions based on what you want to do and what your intuition tells you, not what some reader on YouTube tells you to do. Okay. So let's get some messages from your person. This is more of a shadow deck, so this is more shadow messages. Let's see what we've got here. Oh, okay. Can I have that word on YouTube? Let's just cover that up with a barnacle. I'm obsessed with you. Wow. It hurts so much. Yeah, if you have split up, they're in a lot of pain. They're thinking about physical connection with you. There might be a bit of obsession here. It might be a little bit unhealthy, you know. Yeah, maybe that's where the fighting's come in. Maybe they've been a bit too obsessive, a bit too controlling, maybe manipulative. Maybe they annoyed you. Maybe they upset you. Maybe their actions weren't appropriate. In which case, I'm definitely not telling you that you have to be with this person. We're just looking at how they're thinking and feeling today. That's all we're doing. Okay, that's what else? Karma. Consequences, cause and effect, debts, yeah. Beauty, charming, graceful and kind-hearted. Spying, yeah. I think this person's keeping an eye on you if you're not together at the moment. Social network, information, ways and perspective. Better off, happiness, clear head, space. So, yeah, they definitely admire you, but I think they might be aware that they're reaping the consequences of their actions right now. They might be aware that all their chickens are coming home to roost. If they've upset you or if they haven't been kind to you. But there's definitely a karmic contract between you that is being resolved right now. So there is some karma to resolve between you. There is a past life connection here, like I was saying. If you're not together, they're keeping an eye on you. Even if they are together, you know, you are together, they're still going to be looking at your socials, I think. Or asking people about what you're doing, what you're up to, being nosy. So there could be a little bit of a stalker vibe here, in which case that's quite negative. Okay, that might not be a good thing. You'll know your situation better than I do, of course, but just be aware of that. This person might be a bit controlling, might be a little bit obsessive or possessive. So just something to be aware of. And perspective, better off, happiness, clear headspace. So if you split up, maybe they think that you think you're better off without them. But I think they're getting clarity on this whole situation right now, particularly if you've split up or if you're separated or just not speaking at the moment. I think they're getting very clear on what they're missing out on right now. So I think there's going to be some positive movement forwards from them. I think if they've messed up, they know they've messed up. And I think it's really hurting them at the moment. And I've just had to start the video again because I took a phone call. An unexpected phone call, so that was interesting. So again, you might get an unexpected phone call from them. That could be the message. It could be an unexpected message, email, phone call, offer coming in from this person quite soon, seemingly out of the blue or at a time you're not expecting it. So there we go. Interesting stuff. All right, so I'm going to pop these cards away, and then we are going to get our astrology dice, our letter tiles, and our charms out to get some more messages, some more connections here, a bit of confirmation that this is your reading, perhaps. Let's start with, no, actually, we're supposed to start with these, aren't we? Okay, let's get our astrology dice first. Now, these could be signs in your big three, their big three. So the big three is the sun sign, moon sign, and ascendant. Or it could be connected to your chart, to their synastry. Oh wow, look at this, double Aries. So we've got double Aries, Pisces, and Aquarius. I'm just going to throw one of the Aries again. So you could both be the same sign, you could both be Aries, somebody could have a lot of Aries in their chart. And another Aquarius. So again, we're getting double signs here. And Taurus. Okay. All right. Get some letter tiles, what we've got here. So these could be words, names, initials, things that connect to D, A, R, E, dare, A, J, N, S, P, N, Jasper, R, A, Al, Ralph, Jensen, Darren, Peter, X, Z, Roseanne comes through for some reason, P, E, H, Spanx, somebody could wear Spanx, if you know what they are, you know. Sphinx I get as well, could be a connection to the Sphinx or to that kind of ancient mythology or to Egypt. D, Zephyrin Cochrane, anyone? T, yes, I am a massive Trekkie. R, Stephanie, Stefan, his name's Stefan. Okay, T, Stradivarius, somebody could play violin. Very interesting words coming through today. These are very unusual. Stipend, somebody could be paid a stipend. Fascinating. Penny. Spandex. Why am I getting all stuff to do with clothes? So weird. Interesting words. Okay. And obviously you can screenshot this and see what words or names or initials jump out for you there. So let's get our charms. Try not to knock the camera over. Let's take a look at the charms. What messages do we have from my pile 2? Oh, look, it's the Hamza. Yeah, definitely a need for protection for you or for your connection. Might be a nudge for you to actually get hold of a little hand of Hamza. We have the sign of Aquarius. That's come out 3 times now. We have letter D. We have a little dicky bird. Very sweet. A whale tail, so connection to the ocean or to whales, sharks, dolphins, cetaceans, fish. We have a little March hare. He's mad as a March. Look at him. He's got his little fists up. He's ready to have fisticuffs. Let's see if I can get it to focus on the hare. Don't know if I'll be able to. No. Mad as a March hare. So March could be a connection here. We have the Eiffel Tower, so connection to Paris, connection to France, connection to Tokyo. We have a feather. Could be a Native American connection here. We have an Om symbol. You could be into yoga or meditation. Acorns from Tiny Acorns. We have a butterfly, metamorphosis. We have a bee. What did I say about honey? And we have a leaf. So you could be a gardener, could be a connection to plants or leaves, or maybe even drawing leaves. Maybe you're an artist. Interesting. Okay, so I hope that resonated for some of you. I hope that was helpful. I hope that was insightful. Please remember to take very, very good care of yourselves. And until I see you next time, please like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 3. You picked the rose calcite, which I think looks a bit like Turkish delight. So there could be a connection to Turkish delight, to Turkey, Cyprus, where they call it Cyprus delights. There's some arguments about who actually created these sweets, aren't there? But don't eat this. This is a crystal. But this one resonates quite strongly with the higher heart chakra. So there's a very high level love connection here. This person probably sees you as very empathic. Got some lines here, it kind of makes a letter H. So that could be a connection. Add an A over here. Yes, somebody whose heart is a bit bashed, because look at the damage to this stone. The marks there. Yeah. Somebody who's been through a lot. Their heart's been through a lot. I think that could be that they see that your heart's been through a lot, or maybe that's something that's true for both of you. But definitely a high level heart connection here with the higher heart, which is our higher center of love and compassion and unconditional love, which connects us to the higher realms. So let's have a look at your card. Oh, wow. What did I just say? Higher power. Wow, this is a very angelic, beautiful card connecting to the higher realms. Look at these lovely pinky colours as well, number 4. Now, I picked these cards blind. I didn't look at them beforehand, so I had no idea what this was going to be. But definitely a high-level love connection here, high-level spiritual love connection. I think this person sees you as a bit of an etheric being. Maybe they see you and this connection as something very magical. Maybe you've taught them new things about love or helped them to ground themselves in a lot of compassion and love and joy. It's very, very high level, very angelic energy coming through here. But you help to ground that for this person. I think you may have introduced them maybe to some more spiritual subjects, some spiritual topics that they weren't previously aware of. Or maybe they just see you as a bit of an angel in their life. Maybe you show them unconditional love as well. That's really beautiful. Really gorgeous connection, gorgeous energy here. But certainly, I think the angels, your spirit guides, the universe are involved in this connection. They're certainly helping to ground and support you in this connection. So, tarot deck I'm using today is the Crystal Magic Tarot, which was a gift for one of my lovely subscribers, Ginger. Thank you so much. We're going to be using these gorgeous cards today. Let's take a look, see how your person's thinking and feeling about you. All right. So, 5 of Cups, 7 of Swords. I did shuffle these, but these cards came out in pile 2. I shuffled these back in the deck. 5 of... Wait a minute. Maybe I didn't shuffle properly. Bear with me one second. I'm just going to reshuffle, because these are all the cards I had from pile 2, and that's ridiculous. Okay, so I've just given this deck a bit more of a thorough shuffle, but it could be that this person feels like you make them forget to do things. They're so distracted by you. You're a strong distraction and they forget to do things they're supposed to do. There's also going to be a connection to pile 2 there. A bunch of cards just fell into my lap. We're going to pick them up, see what they are. They are Ace of Swords, the Sun, Citrine, and 6 of Cups, pink opal. So I've got a pink crystal coming in here. Interesting. These are the 3 colours that we've kind of worked with so far. Interesting. Okay, let's get some more cards. Tower, the High Priestess, 4 of Wands, Ace of Coins. Wow, this is very interesting. Oh, high-level spiritual connection here for sure. Could be a you could be somebody who've known this person for a long time. There could be a connection between your childhoods. You may have known each other when you were kids, or maybe there was a connection about where you lived or the school you went to or something like that. Wow. It's almost like when you met each other, there was an instant knowing, an instant recognition of who the other person was. There's this clarity. Just the way things are showing up here together. It may be that you're already with this person, or maybe you're already married to this person, but then there's the Tower showing up here, almost like everything's about to shift, everything's about to change, everything that you knew about this connection So maybe they're afraid that you're going to leave them. Maybe you've just told them you don't want to be with them anymore. Wow. But it's like everything is about to shift because of you. Everything's about to change because of you with the Tower. Because with Four of Wands, we've got stability, the home, maybe a marriage, Ace of Coins. We've got fantastic new beginnings. So perhaps this is a positive Tower, because that can be, you know, the Tower doesn't have to be bad. It can be unexpected change, but it doesn't have to be negative. It could be something difficult that you're about to go through, or that you are going through at the moment, because this is kind of more the future side of when I read. I read left to right. This is more in the past, this is more in the present, this is more in the future, which is why I lay cards out differently every time. I don't have set spreads because my guides tell me where to put things. There's a wistfulness here, maybe wanting to go back to how things were previously. Maybe there's a desire to go back to how things were before. So maybe there have been some problems, or maybe you've just split up, or you're about to, or there's some major issue going on in your life, in your relationship, and there's a desire to go back to how things were, which is yeah, understandable. I think a desire for stability, a desire to maybe to start again in a good way, to have a positive beginning again. Maybe this person's really upset you and you've walked away from them, and they're like, no, please, can we go back to how things were? I didn't mean what I did or said, or, you know. But that's not okay. You don't get to just say, oh, well, I didn't mean it, so we have to go back to how things were. No, that's not how this works. You are a high, elevated spiritual being, and I think because you're incredibly empathic, people possibly take you for a ride. And although all these cards on the face of it would look very positive, I actually get the sense that this is a difficult lesson for you at the moment. This is a difficult situation. And I don't say lesson lightly. I'm not saying like, oh, everything's a lesson. Oh, sod off, you know. I get tired of hearing that, because not everything is a lesson. And I think we can trivialise things by saying that, and that can be very unkind and very unfeeling. Yeah. But I think you brought a lot of sunshine, a lot of sun, a lot of power to this person's life, a lot of beauty into this person's life. And I feel like they might have messed it up. And I'm annoyed with them. I actually feel annoyed. I got this sense of annoyance coming through, like, oh, what did you do? Or it could be you that's the person that's upset the other person, because, you know, it can be the two people can be flipped. So take it as it resonates, take it as it makes sense for you. You know your situation better than I do, of course, but wow. I feel annoyed. I feel like there was a betrayal here. I feel like somebody was dishonest, used knowledge or power, or maybe spiritual knowledge or power against somebody. Maybe somebody's done some magic against someone else here. Because I'm getting this energy of conflict. When I first looked at the cards, I was like, oh, they look great. But then it just kind of gets darker and darker the more I look at it. It's a tricky picture. It's a tricky picture, and you may be entangled with this person. Maybe this is somebody you actually want to divorce or want to get away from at the moment, but there is an entanglement here. Or maybe they're married to someone divorced and everything is very difficult between you because you can't be together. Again, take it as it resonates. You know your situation. But it's difficult. There is anger, there is betrayal. It's sticky, this energy. I'm not loving this reading. You know, I wouldn't want this to be my situation. But I think in the past things were better, things were more positive, and there is a desire to get back to that somehow, to have a new beginning together, to work on things differently, to bring in wisdom, to maybe to work on your spirituality together. Maybe this is someone you know through a church or a place of religion or spirituality. I get the words messed up. Something's messed up. Someone messed up here. It's annoying. It was unnecessary. Didn't have to happen. Didn't have to go like this. I'm annoyed. I'm really, really annoyed. Okay. All right, let's get some messages from your person, see where this one wants to go, because this is a bit of an unusual one. And they're not always going to be positive, you know, realistically. We can't expect all our readings to be happy and rainbows and unicorns, because that's not real life. Right. I'm looking forward to some time alone with you. All right. Maybe they want to have a chat. Maybe they want to have a conversation. You're adorable. Well, yeah, you are. We know that. That's kind of a no-brainer. Your love has made my life a fairy tale. Yeah, I think when you came into their life, it was almost magical. You elevated them to a higher level. Look at the colour match here with that card and with the crystal as well here. There's lovely pinks and yellows. They're very etheric colours, very ethereal feel. You're a very ethereal being. But I feel like maybe they can't keep up with you. Maybe they can't go to your higher level. Maybe they can't see the world in the way that you do. Maybe that's where some issues have come in. There could be some mental health problems here as well that have caused some discrepancies and differences between you. But they see you for who you are. They think you're wonderful. I feel they want to talk. I'm looking forward to some time alone. They want to talk away from other people's prying ears. That's what I want to say. Let's get some message cards here, see if we can get a bit more information. See what else wants to come out here. So what would they say to you? What would their higher self say to you if they could? Okay. I'm thinking about you a lot. Yeah, for sure. You're on this person's mind. I want you back. Yeah, so if you have split up, they want to fix that. They want to put things back together. I can't take my eyes off you. I feel they could be checking you out on social media as well, if that's something you use, or asking friends about you. I choose you. I feel like they want to choose you, because I wanted to put this over here. I was originally going to put it there, which is where I would normally place it, but I want to put it over here. They want to choose you. They want to make things right. They want to be together. I fantasize about you. Yeah. I think they fantasize about how things could have been. I'm in so much pain. How things could have gone. How things could have gone better if they'd been able to control themselves. Maybe this person cheated on you. And I need to heal on the bottom. They definitely do. They have a lot of healing to do. This person could be quite difficult, could be quite toxic, could be somebody that you're trying to get away from at the moment. Yeah. They do feel bad. But obviously use your discernment in this situation. You shouldn't be with someone just because they feel bad, just because they feel sorry for what they've done. That's not necessarily good enough. They must atone for what they've done. They must change their behaviour. Words are not adequate. Words are not enough. So let's get some more cards. I'm going to pop these away for a second. And we're going to get some other message cards. These are kind of more shadow messages. So some of them are more positive than others, you know, but we should also look at the shadow side because it's important. It matters. That's real life, isn't it? We are multifaceted beings. Not everything's happy and happy-go-lucky and rainbows and unicorns. And if that's what you want, you're in the wrong place. I won't lie to you. I'm not going to make out everything's fine if that's not what I'm seeing. So, so this is more of a shadow deck, but we've got a more positive deck there as well. So let's take a look. I can't express myself. This person's really struggling with communication, or with right communication. Why do I feel so lost? Yeah, they could be struggling with addiction. They could be struggling with mental health, like I said. You were right. Yeah. You know you were. They know you were. They might not have admitted that, but they might. I feel like they want to tell you that right now. You were right. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. I was wrong. Okay. All right. Let's get some more cards. How's your person think you're feeling? Heart fog. Ah, yes. Mixed signals, blocked emotions, messed up. Those are the words I had. Messed up. Sorrow, loss, grief, depression. Yeah, so it feels like they're really struggling at the moment. Second chance, reconciliation, making amends, opportunity, spying. Like I said, they're looking at you on social networks or asking for information about you. They'd like a second chance. Maybe they see you as their second chance in life and perspective. I think they might think that you feel better off without them right now. And emotional storm, turmoil, unstable, affected. These are all very dark cards for it, and this is usually quite a positive, or it's a more positive deck. It's quite a balanced deck, actually. It has, you know, it has light and dark in it. But this person's really having a dark night of the soul. And maybe that's where you come in. Maybe they're having a dark night of the soul about something else, and you came in, or maybe when they met you. Here we go. Sorry, I'm getting a number of different threads here of energy, so I apologise if I'm jumping all over the place. It's like they're having a dark night of the soul. But you are this amazing spiritual, etheric, angelic being. And so you are leading them through it on an energetic level, on a spiritual level, on a soul level. And I think it's possible when you met this person as well, they were in a dark place and you were like a beacon of light to them. Okay. And I think that's been the dynamic throughout your connection, whatever it, you know, whatever the nature of that connection is, whether it's an actual relationship, a friendship, you know, whatever the connection is. My candle's really burning down now. So I feel like they're exhausted. Their candle is burning down. You know, they need some help. They need some light from somewhere. And you were that light that came into their life. And they might have messed things up. Yeah. And there's definitely a sense that they don't want to lose you. They don't want to lose you for sure. Very sad. Very difficult, very challenging situation. And that's not to say that you should take them back if that's the situation. You know, you have to do what's right for you. And if this person's not treated you well, then there's no reason for you to take them back. You should always do what's right for you. So we're going to pop these away. We are going to get some tiles, letter tiles. We're going to get some astrology dice, get some signs here. So these could be signs in your big three, their big three, in your synastry together. So Pisces, Gemini, Scorpio and Aries are the energies coming out here. I'm getting kind of the word toxic coming through as well. So there could be some issues that you guys need to work out, what that they need to work on in themselves, or maybe even that you need to work on. Let's get some letter tiles. So these could be words, places, names, initials. More wanted to come out. By Jove. Jovs. You, apparently I'm starting from the bottom today. I always usually start from the top, so that could be a connection, that in itself. Ben, Ben. V, Ben Nevis. M, Benito. A, E, N. D, double D. That could be a connection for somebody. Not necessarily your bra size. There is a brand of peanuts called Double D. U. This feels quite uncomfortable because I'm building it from the bottom up, which is very uncomfortable and unusual for me. So maybe you made this person do something from the ground up. Maybe you made them put in the work. Or maybe that's what they need to do. Another O. An I. Got a lot of vowels here. Ooh. E. A, I, D. Get the name Said. Let's get one more of these. Another I, goodness me. Maybe somebody was very selfish because I've got I. Me. Maybe somebody was very selfish in this situation. Maybe you were both quite selfish, or maybe they were. But there is an acknowledgement of that, and that dynamic needs to change. So, Bendo, that's not a word, is it? Tell me if it is. David, Denny, Vicky, Victor, Vivian, Jocelyn, Joe. Mum and dad come through as well. So there could be something to do with parents, or maybe you have a child together. Maybe one of you is a parent, or both of you. Maybe that's some of the cause of the conflict. It's to do with your children. Benvo. Why do I get these weird like what's Benvo? Okay. Right. It's just weird stuff coming off there right now. So maybe you've done psychedelics together. That could be a connection. Maybe you went and did ayahuasca with this person. All right. Or San Pedro. Let's get some charms. Part 3. What have we got? We have the cat in the moon. I love the cat in the full moon. It's my favourite one. Okay. Got this cute little hippie flower. So yeah, you could definitely be a connection to substances one way or another. We have a wise turtle, connection to the sea, to the tropics, but also to the wisdom of the turtle spirit. We have a sweet little deer, so there's innocence here, maybe naivete. We have hearts entwined, so there is a lot of love here in this connection, in this situation. We have an aeroplane. I think you may have travelled together, maybe from different places, but there's a connection to travel, to air travel specifically. And we have Pegasus. Gorgeous. So a lot of flight here. Maybe they've taken flight. Maybe one of you ran away at the beginning of the relationship. Maybe one of you is a bit avoidant. Okay. All right. So pile 3. I hope that was helpful. I hope that resonated for somebody. Please do feel free to check another pile. If that resonates, you might be drawn to pile 2 because there's definitely a connection there. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. And until I see you again, remember to take very, very good care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 4. You picked the Pistachio Calcite, and I have an urge to speak in French for this group. So there's a connection to France or Quebec or somewhere like that, or French language here. So the lovely green Pistachio Calcite connected to the heart chakra, center of love and compassion. So there's a lot of love in this connection already. All that glitters on 16. So all that glitters is not gold. So it could be a little bit of a warning coming through here for somebody. Or maybe this is a situation that isn't quite what it appeared to be at first. There could be some narcissism coming through here as well. There could be somebody who's been misled. Or this could be somebody that left you to be with somebody else and then realised that actually the grass was not greener on the other side. So interesting energies coming through here, but coming through with the heart. So there's a lot of emotion, very high emotions coming through with this one. Some of these messages today have been quite controversial. There's a lot of shadow coming through. I think that's just the nature of the energy right now. But all that glitters is not gold. So you're being asked for discernment here. And I think it's possible that your person may have been let down in the past. Maybe they stopped believing in love. Maybe they stopped believing that people would be genuine and truthful with them. Maybe they've been the victim of someone who was abusive to them in the past, a parent, a loved one. Yeah, because there's 2 masks here. So it's more than one person was wearing a mask. And that doesn't necessarily mean it was you. But yeah. This person may be a little bit pessimistic right now. They may not believe that things are what they want them to be. But let's get some cards, let's get some messages here and find out how your person's thinking and feeling about you right now. So there's definitely a little sense of disappointment that comes through here, or wariness. They're wary. They're not sure what to make of things right now. So this could be quite a new situation. There could be someone who's recently back on the market, who's had their heart broken, or, you know, or it could be that there's been issues between the 2 of you, or 3 of you. I just heard for someone. So all right, so we are using we are using the Crystal Magic Tarot today, which was gifted to me by one of my lovely subscribers, by Ginger. Thank you so much. Let's get some cards. They want to come out already. They're very chatty today for you. So what have we got for my pile 4s? The Wheel of Fortune. Ah, yes, big change coming in. Big shifts, big change. Things are about to shift and change. Ace of Swords, clarity. King of Swords, interesting. Yeah, it does feel like your person is represented by the King of Swords right now. Someone who's been there, done that, been hurt in the past, likes to lead from the mind rather than the heart. Which is interesting because we've got the heart came through with the crystal, and I think that's what you bring to them. You are the one that leads from the heart. They are the one that leads more from the head, but they do that to protect their heart. 4 of Coins, yes, they definitely try to protect their heart. Ace of Wands, passionate new beginning. Interesting, got a couple of aces, which are about new beginnings, but we've kind of got one pointing up and one pointing down here as well. So maybe they're ready for a change, almost like opposing energies coming in here. So it does feel like you're very different to this person. Maybe there's someone who's been very hurt in the past, who's very cynical about love and romance, and maybe you've come in almost like a breath of fresh air to show them that other things are possible, that there is a different way to do things. I do get a sense of betrayal, so it could be betrayal from their past or from the past of this relationship. Yeah, but certainly they are the thinking man right now. I mean, not necessarily man, could be a woman, you know, but the divine energy that comes through is the King of Swords. So I want to say the thinking man. I might actually get some cards from the Energy Oracle for you guys as well. I've had them to one side this whole time. I haven't got them out for any pile yet, but I had them there and I was like, oh, why are they there? Why did I get them out if I'm not going to use them? It happens sometimes, but usually my guides do that for a reason. So, 5 of coins. Oh gosh. 8 of swords. Wow. This could be somebody who's been very hurt in the past, I want to say. They've been very hurt in the past. It's taken them a long time to move on from it, a long time to move forwards from it. Wow. Somebody let them down badly. I think it was 2 people. They may have had 2 serious relationships in the past that let them down badly. Possibly 2 marriages. This could be someone who's been married twice or several times before. And they want that to change. They want that to change, but I think they're a bit stuck in their head right now. So it could be causing problems with you, with your relationship, or with your potential relationship, depending on your situation. And they are holding themselves back. And they're holding themselves back for what they think are the right reasons, but I think they're kind of sabotaging things right now. There's definitely a sense of self-sabotage, but coming from a place of wanting to protect the self. And suddenly I'm feeling really, really hungry as well. So I think there's a real hunger, yearning here for love. There is a yearning, a desperate need. I think this goes back a long way, possibly to their childhood. Maybe they were adopted, maybe they were rejected or ignored by a parent. Maybe one of their parents left the family home. There are some deep, deep wounds here I'm feeling. There is a gnawing and aching within them for love, but they're also terrified of it. Very, very difficult for them to accept that. And of course, this could be you as well, because sometimes it can be flipped. But I feel like I'm describing them for most people. So they hold themselves back from that which they want, and then they blame everyone else for not including them. So they are very much their own worst enemy in this respect, but it comes from a place of wanting to protect themselves. Maybe from past trauma has caused them to act in certain ways that they hold themselves back. They don't allow other people to give to them, or they say no when they should say yes. You know, they don't allow other people to help them. They don't allow other people to support them, or they don't ask for the help and support when they need it. And then they blame everyone else for not supporting them when they needed it, which is ridiculous. And very self-destructive as well, because you'll just piss people off when you do that. You know, someone upset me recently by saying that to me. It's like, oh, why didn't you do this for me? And I'm like, look, how many times have I offered to do things for you? I didn't know you needed that. All you had to do was ask. I thought, oh, well, I shouldn't have to. Yes, you bloody should. That's a very, very emotionally immature, childish way to act. Oh, I shouldn't have to ask for the help. Yes, you should. Yes, you should, unless you're a child or a narcissist. You know, it's not a good way to be. When you need help, you must ask for it. Don't just expect people to magically know. And I think this person could come across like that, like, oh, well, you should have known that I needed this. No, that's emotional immaturity right there. So this person could be quite emotionally immature, and that may not be their fault. You know, it may just be that they weren't given the tools growing up. They weren't modelled the behaviour of how relationships were supposed to go. So this could be a younger person, or it could just be somebody who's very emotionally immature. I'm getting for some of you, they're in their 50s or 60s or even 70s, but emotionally they're a kid. Okay. So they could act a bit entitled. So this could be somebody who you suspect is a bit narcissistic, a bit selfish, a bit self-centered, emotionally immature, emotionally stunted in some way. They could have some mental health stuff going on there. So definitely not the easiest person, not the easiest connection that I'm being shown here. But there is love here as well. And I feel like something's about to shift, something's about to change because they want something to change. Maybe they've been doing the healing work on themselves. But let's get some messages from your person. Let's find out how they're thinking and feeling about you right now. Okay. I feel like they want things to be better in their life. They want things to be different. I just can't stop thinking of you today. Oh, I would choose you over and over again. You are the icing on my cupcake. You are very special to them, for sure. They want to choose you. That's really nice. That's really positive, actually. That's beautiful. They recognize your worth. They recognize your value. And look at all the green cards we've got coming out here. So there's a lot of love. That it's like their little heart chakra lights up when they see you or think about you. It's very beautiful. But there's a lot of damage been done to their heart in the past, and they have a lot of healing to do if this is going to be a successful situation. So this is a tricky one. Okay. Could be a connection to pile 3 here for some of you as well. All right, let's get some messages from their higher self. I think we are perfect together. Yeah, they recognize that you're a good match. I don't feel good enough for you. There it is. I like you as a friend. That's good, because there's a friendship, which is an important start. Or they might be holding themselves back from you at the moment, saying, oh, no, I just want to be friends. I don't want anything more than that. I want to kiss you. So there's the truth. I need you. Yeah, they definitely feel like they do. They could be a bit codependent, so you need to be a bit careful. This person might be someone who latches onto people. Yeah, or maybe has unhealthy connections or has had unhealthy connections in the past. I admire you from a distance. This is very topsy-turvy energy. This is kind of back and forth, like 2 steps forward, 1 step back energy. This could be someone who blows hot and cold, again with the mental health stuff. Wow. They want this, but they don't think they're up to it. But they want it, but they don't, but they do, but they don't. Kind of going back and forth here, but there's definitely a desire to be with you. There's a desire for physical connection, but they don't think they're good enough, although they think you're a perfect match. They see the soul connection. They see the fact that you are a soulmate. They recognize who you are to them, but they're scared of it. They're absolutely terrified. On a deep level, and I don't know that they would ever admit that. Maybe they have told you that they are scared of commitment, scared of relationships, and scared of getting hurt. I think they carry a deep mother wound here. They could have had a mother that was rejecting or ignoring or didn't give them what they needed, wasn't able to connect with them for some reason. Maybe their mother had mental illness or wasn't there, had to work, was in a bad place themselves, was in a difficult marriage. Maybe they didn't have, maybe their mother had an addiction, had some problems there. Maybe they weren't fed regularly, Again, I'm feeling hungry again. And I'm like, ooh, that came on out of nowhere. Yeah, maybe they didn't get the basic care that they needed as a child. And that would definitely leave you emotionally stunted. It would definitely be very harmful to your emotional development, social development, and understanding what relationships are supposed to look like and how they're supposed to go. So I feel they have a lot of work to do on themselves, but they want this. They're afraid of it, but they want it. Okay, let's pop these away, then we'll get some more information, some more messages from your person here, see what they want to say. See, they kind of idolize you in a way, but I think there could be part of you that thinks you're too good to be true with the all that glitters. There could be part of them that thinks you're too good to be true. Yeah. Which is unfair because you're not. But also they have a habit of putting people on a pedestal, okay, which is unhealthy in itself. So it's possible that they have unrealistic expectations in relationships as well. Oops. All right. I wish I could understand you. Yeah. You're very different people. But I feel like emotionally they're quite shut off and they don't really understand where other people are coming from. Will this ever change? They do want change, because our first card that came flying out was the Wheel of Fortune. They want things to change. They don't want to be stuck in this pattern. I can't stop thinking about you. Well, their thoughts and feelings. You are in their thoughts today. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. Oops. Okay. Getting very chatty now. The cards are throwing themselves out. Pain. Yes. They're struggling, apprehensive, afraid, cautious, releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. Now that's good, because I feel like with the releasing card, they're releasing some difficult emotions right now. I think they are, maybe they're working with a counsellor. They could be doing the work right now. There's a good chance of that with these cards. Bluff, pretending, mask, exaggeration. They could be hiding a lot from you. Longing, yeah, craving, aching, wanting. They want this. There's a strong telepathic connection here with the intuition card, which actually says heart song, telepathy, inner knowing. They want this, they are longing for you, but they may not be telling you. They're in a lot of pain, they're having to hide a lot in this situation, but they definitely want this. And I'd say there's a strong telepathic connection, so I think you know that they want this, even if they haven't been able to tell you, even if you're separated, or you never quite got together, or you broke up, or, you know, you haven't been able to get anything off the ground, or you haven't had that heart-to-heart conversation. I feel that will be coming. I feel that is something to come, because they are letting go of their pain and their fear. And they don't want to hide behind this mask any longer. They don't want to be that person that hides behind a mask that isn't genuine, isn't authentic, because they know that's wrong. They are longing for things to be different, craving, aching, wanting you. Wow. Very, very powerful. I am going to get some of the energy oracle cards out just quickly. Oops. What else does your person want you know? What are their thoughts and feelings? Oh, these just fell off. Hostilities and blossoming abundance. Yeah, it's almost like they have to fight themselves to get what they want. And I know that sounds weird, but I feel like this person literally has to fight themselves to get what they want. They're so busy holding themselves back and denying themselves the things that would be good for them, or not being able to see or understand how to do things in relationships, how to move forwards in a positive and healthy way. It's almost like they have to do battle internally before they can move forwards to that which it is that they want. But there's a huge potential here and they see it. And it could be that there's a lot of hostility and fighting around them right now. It could be an ex that they're fighting with, or numerous exes, or family. There's been a lot of conflict in their life, I want to say. That probably started very early on. There could have been physical abuse in their childhood. And so they're always on their guard. They're always holding their sword. They never put it down. And that can make them come across a bit hostile at times, a bit aggressive, always ready to jump into a fight, always ready to launch into battle when it's not necessary. But with blossoming abundance, it does show that they see the potential here. They see a possibility of doing things in a new way, of rewriting the script, of having a new blueprint, and also of financial abundance here. It seems like money is important to them. It could be that they're somebody that's done very badly out of divorces in the past. Maybe they've been taken to the cleaners by an ex or two. And they can see with you that that would be different, that would change. There's something about you that financially their situation would be different, and they know it, but in a good way. So maybe you've got money, or maybe you're somebody that's very good at manifesting money, very good at generating cash, somebody that they feel safer around. There's definitely a sense of safety when it comes to you. There's a sense of not having to wear the camouflage. Oh, so maybe there's a literal connection to the military here. Maybe they're ex-military, or maybe they are still in the military. And before I started this reading, I actually changed my candle because my candle was burning very low. I had a pink one, I'll show you. I had a pink one burning. I've actually swapped it for a new purple one. So we changed colour here. We've gone to the purple, which is the colour of the crown chakra. So there's a spiritual connection here for sure. I think this person's very intuitive, very spiritual, whether they know it or not. They could be a very gifted medium. They could be somebody who has spiritual psychic gifts and hasn't really worked with them before, or has worked with them but is still struggling with this emotional stuff. So they're a complex but interesting person. That's what I want to say about this person. So, wow. That's a lot. Let's get our astrology dice to get some confirmation that this is your reading. So these could be signs in your big three, their big three, in your synastry. We have Taurus, we have Leo, we have Sagittarius, and we have Virgo. Okay. Let's get some letter tiles, get names, words, initials. That could be a bit of confirmation or a message for you. Who's Girgis? What kind of name is that? Is that a name? Where did that come from? I'm getting all kinds of strange foreign names coming through today. Luigi, Double G, Oggy. Who knows what an Oggy is? Hands up. Drop a pasty into the comments below if you know what an Oggy is. Little joke for the Brits there. Right. N. D. Quidditch. Somebody could like Harry Potter. E. U. F. E. Neuf. That's number 9. It also means new in French. Okay. Let's see what else we got. That's not very many, is it? Let's get a few more. There we go. Alrighty. Noggin. N. Noggin the nog. E. Who remembers that? Wow. S. Nessie. Could be going to Scotland. I. E. Got something about the space station here as well. E. Or NASA, or what's it called? ESA, the European Space Authority. A. Let's just make it a tidy square. Let's get a couple more. 2 more, please, Bob. Oh, apparently I got 3. Well, there you go then. E. O. And Y. Zoya. Zebedee. There's a connection to like nursery rhymes here as well. Nursery rhymes, maybe someone likes Disney or children's stories. Maybe someone writes children's stories. My blanket fell off the back of my chair. Let's pick that up. That's actually a Navajo blanket, if that's a connection to somebody there. It's a Navajo blanket, well, Navajo style blanket. I use it as a medicine blanket for my healing. Again, that could be a link for somebody. Somebody could work for the UN or work internationally in the diplomatic service. Very interesting. Interesting letters. Elizabeth, Nessie, Bessie, Zaylen, Neddy. It's hilarious. Okay. Remember, you can screenshot this and have a look and get names and letters. There's a lot of double letters in there, so you could be someone with double letters in your initials, or they do. Let's get some charms for my pile 4. We have the letter N. I thought it was a Z then, so that's interesting. That could be a message in and of itself. We have the Tree of Life. Beautiful pagan energy coming through there. Connection to forests and trees. We have an anchor. Maybe you anchor this person. Maybe there's a connection to the military, the navy, the merchant navy. We have an angel's wing. Again, maybe you're too good to be true for this person. You seem almost angelic. With glasses, someone could wear glasses. There could be a connection to some sunglasses or glasses. We have a little monkey. I want to say a connection to Gibraltar with the monkey for someone. We have a bird. This is like a swallow, so it's a summer bird. It's a connection to the summer, maybe to flying south, so a connection to Africa, maybe somebody who commutes to different countries at different times of the year. We have a lovely dinosaur here. There's that Diplodocus. Is that a real dinosaur? I don't know, but it's got a long neck and big legs. And then we have this little cherry blossom, so it could be a connection to Japan, to Sakura, to cherry blossoms, to spring. Alrighty, pile 4. I hope that was interesting. I hope that was helpful. I hope that resonated for some of you. Remember, you can always check out another pile or another reading. Please take very good care of yourselves until I see you next. And remember to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.